What's going on, guys? Drones and Dogs here, and I'm out here with this Taaiw, or can't really pronounce it. This is the T1G, and it's basically like an X5 clone here. Really nice. It did come with some landing gear, but you know me, I don't fly with the landing gear. It does have a camera port on the bottom there. If you look at it, it has a camera port on the bottom. It didn't come with the camera, but you can, I guess, like buy a camera separately, or just buy one of them Syma X5 cameras and slap it on here if you wanted to, or just put your own camera on here like I did. I put that Firefly 1 on here, but I just wanted to get out here with something simple and get back to the basics, man. Just a basic flyer, man. Only thing this guy has is altitude hold, and it's a, you know, basic Syma X5 style drone. Simple, man. Something that some of us pilots that we're all familiar with, something we all kind of just started with. Has a basic micro low C connector, Syma X style battery in this guy. Everything is pretty much familiar with this guy, especially to the hobby. So here's got a 500 milliamp hour battery in there, micro low C connector. So you get that kind of battery with a lot of these X5 style clones and stuff like that. So yeah, man, this was like kind of like a gem in his own right. I found this guy on Amazon like 8 months ago, and it was only like 10 bucks. Like I said, it did come with the landing gear, but just no camera. And it was only like 10 bucks. Came with this TX here, little Xbox like transmitter. Has some fake buttons on the front. The only two buttons on the transmitter is these two little pressable buttons here. These two here, and then the buttons up top. It's been so long since I flew this guy. I know these click in too. It's been so long since I flew this guy, I kind of forget what all these buttons do. But I just thought I'd get out here and just fly this guy. And sorry to say, I cannot find this guy on Amazon anymore. Like I said, this guy was like kind of a gem in his own right. I found it for 10 bucks on Amazon one day, and I was going on there trying to find it again, and I cannot find this guy anymore. So this is kind of a gem here, man. This is a little Syma X5 clone, but they was calling it Taaiw T1G, man. Has an on and off switch and everything on it. Blue LEDs in the back, green in the front. Different little color scheme to this guy. I thought this guy was really cool and unique, so we're just gonna take this guy for a quick fly. Oh, and the only thing I changed on it, it did have all black props all the way around. I'll put the glow and the dark, the green props in front, just because I liked them better. I went with the black and green, especially since it had green LEDs. So yeah, these green props do not actually come on it. They actually come with all black props all the way around. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't come with the green props in front. It just comes with the black props all the way around. We're just gonna fly this guy real quick, man. I've been jabbing drawing. It's getting windy as heck. Hopefully the wind don't take my quad here. Got wifey coming up the street. Blue LEDs in the front. Green LEDs in the front, blue in the back. Let's do up, down, binds it. Now one of these buttons is automatic takeoff. Oop, and I found it. So this little button right here is automatic takeoff. So this is our first rate, and I gotta figure out my rates really quickly because it's getting windy. Really windy. This is our first rate. As the wind dials up, and the wind is blowing from behind me, it seems. That was a flip that I couldn't see. All right, so flips are on the right shoulder button. How to figure out stuff. Flips are on the right shoulder button, rates are on the left shoulder button. We're going to higher rate as the wind picks up. So we are in the third rate, which is our higher rate. Altitude hold. Works fine whenever the wind would just die down. And I'm not sure what my trim buttons on this guy would be. Oh. Yeah, we are in the high rate. Yeah, we are in a high rate because it's just too windy right now. I have to stay in the high rate. Looks just like a X5 in a different skin. I've always been fond of these style of drones, especially when I first started. These old X style type of drones, these are my favorite kind that I got in the hobby. I always got to keep me one of these X5 clones on deck because they just fly great, man. And I like the color scheme on this one, the green and the blue, kind of different. Syma, they do like green and red or green and orange or something like that. So this guy is kind of different. And like I said, I picked it up on Amazon and it was only 10 bucks. Picked it up on Amazon, it was only 10 bucks. I'm like, for that price? And to be honest, at that 10 buck, I've never had a problem with this thing. I think I've crashed this thing a couple times too. And I've never had no problems with it. It just flies absolutely amazing. I did a night flight with it, it was amazing. So just sometimes, just because a drone is cheap, the guy doesn't mean it's not a good flying drone. It just means you just got a good deal. And don't get me wrong, you got some of them cheapos out there that just are crap. Don't get me wrong. But this guy is great. This guy is awesome. For 10 bucks, I mean, I was definitely not mad about it at all. And it has decent range. Look at that. Decent range. Decent range to that guy. And them props that I put on there make it really nice to be able to see. It had all black props, like I said, but I just wanted to swipe them off. I thought the green props looked better with the green LEDs up front, in my opinion. So I threw the green props on there. It came off that Striker drone that I had. Good flyer, what do you say? What do you say, guys? Great flyer. Here, honey. Getting dicey too. This guy's flying in some wind, guys. It's flying in some decent amount of wind. And Banks turns really nice too. Look at that. You can get some nice sliding and banking turns with this guy, real nice. This is an absolutely great flyer. Ooh! The sunlight blinded me. I couldn't see for a second. And we right back. The sunlight blinded me. I couldn't see for a second. And there's our LVC warning. Great flyer, guys. For the 10 bucks, you just can't beat it. There's our LVC warning, flashing lights on this guy. Had this guy for about 8 months now. Still flying good. Still flying great. All right, guys. So this is the Taaiw T1G. When it come in, sound kind of funky on it. After that little crash. All right, guys. Taaiw T1G, your boy Drone. The dogs coming in for a landing. All right, guys. Taaiw T1G. Thanks for watching.